Hello, boys and girls. Today we are going to continue talking about opinions, and we're going to read a story called Not Norman, a goldfish story. The author is Kelly Bennett, and the illustrator is Noah Z. Jones. When I got Norman, I did not want to keep him. I wanted a different kind of pet, not Norman. If I look at the illustration carefully, I can see that it's this little boy's birthday, and he got a pet, a goldfish named Norman. I wanted a pet who could run and catch, or one who could climb trees and chase strings. A soft, furry pet to sleep on my bed at night? Not Norman. All Norman does is swim around and around and around and around and around and around and around. Huh. This is it, Norman, I decide. I'm trading you for a good pet. How can I trade him like this? No one will want a sorry-looking fish in a gunky bowl. See all that green gunk in his bowl? What could he do to fix that? Let's keep reading. When I drop Norman into his nice clean bowl, he starts dipping and flapping and flipping his fins around. He looks so goofy that I have to laugh. Oh, he has a net and gloves. What do you think he did to fix that bowl? Look carefully at the illustration. Don't think that just because you made me laugh, I'm going to keep you, I tell him. Tomorrow, you're out of here. Norman blows a stream of bubbles. Oh, look, there's Norman in a wagon. And what's he doing? Look at the illustration. Huh. The next day, I take Norman to school with me. If I talk him up real good during show and tell, maybe someone will want him. On the way there, we see my friend Austin. Austin has a real cool dog and 7 puppies. Want to swap one of your pups for Norman, I ask? Who's Norman? Asked Austin. My goldfish, I say. By the time I rescue Norman, half of the water is gone. Uh-oh. Look carefully and see what happened in this picture. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, I tell Norman. When we get to school, I'm really sorry. He just stares at me all googly-eyed. He's filling up his fish tank with water from the water fountain. Finally, it's my turn to show and tell. Just as I start to talk about my goldfish, Emily shouts, "Jenny's gone! Who let my snake loose?" Uh-oh. Look at what the teacher does. Oh my goodness. What would you do if there were a snake loose in our classroom? Does anyone want to hear the story of how I got Norman? Does anyone even still hold his bowl? No. They're all jumping and screaming and chasing the snake. Not Norman. He's just looking at me. Thanks for listening, I tell him. That afternoon, we go to my music lesson. As soon as it's over, I'm taking Norman back to the pet store. I take out my tuba and begin to play. Bum bum ba 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 boo ba bee. Ooh, look at what Norman's doing. And there's also a little visitor. Who could that be in the corner? I glance over at Norman. He's swaying back and forth. Look, 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 he mouths. Look, Norman's singing, I say. Pay attention, snaps Maestro, and try to play the proper notes. Maestro makes me stay for extra practice. By the time my lesson is over, it's too late to go to the pet store. Don't think that just because you like my music, I'm going to keep you, said Norman. Norman glugs. That night, I'm sound asleep when screech, screech. What's that noise? Scratch, scritch, screech. Yikes, there's something at my window. Then, out of the corner of my eye, I spot Norman. He isn't scared. He isn't swimming around in circles either. He glugs and gives me a little wave. I'm not alone. Together, Norman and I slide open the curtains. It was just a broken tree branch. I think the tree branch must have been scratching on his window to make all that noise. Thanks for watching out for me, Norman. On Saturday, I take Norman to the pet store, just like I said I would. I look at the cats and the dogs and the snakes and the birds. I look at the hamsters and the mice and the lizards too. They all look like good pets, but they're not Norman. Oh my goodness. What do you think he's gonna do? When I got Norman, I wasn't sure I wanted to keep him. But now, even if I could pick any pet in the whole world, I wouldn't trade him. Not Norman. And he made a special sign for Norman's tank. Can you read that out loud? Great job, boys and girls. I want you thinking, do you think Norman would be a good pet? Yes or no? And I want you to tell me why. Tell a parent or a sibling, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.